This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
I got a message that our flight was canceled. But they can put us on another flight, and we just need to confirm our credit card info.
Wait, I got a security alert from McAfee. It flagged that message as a scam.
McAfee's scam detector automatically spots and alerts you to suspicious texts, emails, and deepfake videos. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
Abercrombie Kids is bringing the cheer all holiday season and the gifts too. No matter how long their wish list is, there's always room for just one more. Whether it's a new winter coat, an extra pair of jeans, or cozy matching sweat sets, get gifting with looks they've been waiting for all year. Shop Abercrombie Kids in the app, online, and in stores.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other toppings, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at Fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
At IKEA, your dreams can come true. Well, maybe not the ones where you're being chased by a monster. We're talking about kitchen dreams. And there are IKEA products and solutions for all of them. Whether it's a whole new kitchen, a statement glassware set, or just new cutlery. If you got big dreams or small dreams in any size or budget, IKEA can help you bring them to life. Visit IKEA.us/dreamkitchen to learn more. Dream the possibilities.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
That's Arthi.
That's Noor.
And you're listening to our bonus episode.
Nervous.
Why? I should be the one nervous. You took over the whole podcast.
No,
everybody. I was going to just come on and say thank you so much for filling in.
Aww.
So Noor didn't have to talk to herself, which is like the worst thing Noor can do is like talk to herself. It's scary.
No, the worst thing she can do is talk to somebody else.
For the other somebody else, but
yes,
for
exactly.
Noor, the worst is for her to be with her own thoughts. So
but
I like what's
really
happening.
Care what's worst for Noor?
Not really, but then you did step in, and I was like, okay, I'll say thank you. But then I heard you talk, and I heard I saw the response online, and I'm like, what the hell? He's taking over.
No, all it is I'm like a substitute teacher that comes in and it's like
the kids love you.
Yeah, it talks to the kids about like sex and is very inappropriate, and I'm probably gonna get arrested 6 months down. That's probably where this is headed.
You're gonna be a pedophile.
A pedophile.
A pedophile? How do you spell that? Do you even know?
Oh,
so thank you for delaying the recording today because I was a little busy. I was wallpapering my closet, so it took a little longer.
Very rich.
It's a sign of a wealthy person.
No, seriously, gosh. I was actually trying to get the measurements done for my greenhouse. I'm trying to put up a greenhouse. I'm trying to get the
that sounds rich.
Yeah, it sounds pretty.
It's a bunch of 2x4s with tarpaulin on top. Okay, so it's not that rich. It just needs a handyman to build it, and my husband wasn't the handyman, so I had to rope a landscaper to do that.
Yeah.
Now, do you have do you have plants that you specifically want in your greenhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just any...
So mostly, I started growing vegetables last summer, and so I've always fancied myself to be a gardener, even though I have a really brown thumb. And I tried to grow a lot of flowers, and they die. But I found out that vegetables seem to respond to me.
Oh.
So
is it because you're a vegetarian?
I thought I would set up a vegetable patch, and that sort of went into. I started looking up raised beds, and that went into a whole other. I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And then now I'm
Interesting.
spending way out of proportion trying to get a greenhouse put together. But I'll probably have my orchids. I've been trying to grow orchids forever and they die on me. So a greenhouse might help.
Would
We'll
you
see.
grow like a? What if you grow like a secret herb that like could be used for poison?
Like cilantro? No. Like for poison. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Or
then
like
I
that,
don't
Breaking Bad?
know. I'll
Yeah.
have to research. I
yeah,
know the
and-
poisonous plants. I'm a botanist by training, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I only know them in India.
Oh,
In
You
India,
only
I
have
can
murdered
poison a
people in
person in
India.
India. I know the plants to go for. Here, not so much. I'll have to do some research.
okay. Great.
That reminds me. Well, I don't know why it reminds me, but when we used to visit Pakistan,
Mhm.
I remember like picking up like these little flowers almost, and then sucking the nectar out of them.
Yeah.
But only in Pakistan. We didn't do that in Saudi Arabia.
Well,
Yeah,
there were
yeah.
no plants in Saudi.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Do you know what that plant
Yeah.
is?
That's I believe it belongs to the Echinacea family, but it's basically those red flowers.
What did you call me?
Echinacea? Echinacea? No, it's the red flowers, right? Like red long flowers, and you pull on the string and there's nectar at the bottom.
Yeah.
Very much like a humming would, but except with hands. So you just pull out the nectar. But that's the whole point of it. Those are like nectar plants. Yeah. There's quite a few of that in India. And yeah, that was a pastime of ours too, growing up.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I never had this experience.
You've never had it?
Aw.
Yeah, we used to do it all the time.
Who's we? Just
Have you had imli from the trees?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Oh my God. That's something you need to do. Have you had mangoes, like climbed up and picked
Yeah.
raw mangoes and stuff like that?
Well,
in
not
Pakistan?
mangoes, but we used to steal amrud,
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 yes.
yeah.
guava.
Guavas, yes.
Yeah, from our neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we did?
But yeah,
Watch this.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, those are the things. Imli, knocking imli from the tall trees and then eating raw imli, that's quite an experience.
That's tamarind.
Tamarind, yeah.
Now, is it naturally sweeter or more khatta?
Khatta. It's sour. It's sour.
Hmm.
It only sweetens as it
As it
becomes a
ages?
fruit,
Oh.
right? The kacha one is khatta, but that when you're waiting for your bus to arrive at the bus stop and you're just standing there in school in your school uniforms, that was my pastime. It's
Sucking down some tamarind.
yeah. Like really sour tamarind. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the fun part.
This is what you should do with your greenhouse.
Yes,
Just
grow an
imli,
imli tree.
Yeah, and like the nectar
Two-story.
flowers.
The nectar flower.
Yeah,
Nectar flower.
and then just have like a street India feel to your.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I
God.
just hope to grow green beans, and and maybe some squash.
So our dad was actually he has the greenest thumb somehow. And
Yeah.
when we were like, yeah, he was just, as soon as he got a yard, he was like,
Yeah.
I'm growing shit.
Yeah.
And then he would grow like squash that would be like the length of our like dining table.
I was real proud of it.
He was so
Oh,
proud
wow.
of it. Yeah. It's actually
Wow.
really sad because I've got like this nice yard and I've
Yeah.
got 2 little boxes.
I know, and you have 2 raised beds that are already
Yes.
built in, and then
Yes.
it's completely wasted.
Total waste. Total
Yeah.
waste. And I feel sad because like I do think my dad, if he was available and able to, he would have been the one to be like, let me come over and grow some vegetables in your house.
Yeah.
Because my
The other
in-laws are
re-
from Queens and I'm
Yeah.
an idiot. So
The other reason I'm getting it to be a covered greenhouse is because I do have the dogs, and I'm finding that quite a few of these vegetables and leaves they're not supposed to eat. It's poisonous to them.
Oh.
So I'm like, what? I thought
Interesting.
dogs could eat everything humans could, other than chocolate. But yeah, so I'm trying to protect them. So
Oh, very exciting.
that was the reason for the raised bed. So there you go. Now you
Didn't
know
I-
my summer plans.
Nice. Didn't I bring you seeds? Daddy told me to bring you seeds when you got that house, so you could grow them in your yard. And
Yeah,
you
but
just
then you have
threw
to
them
like
away?
get the stuff to dig the hole and then do the seeding, and I
What?
didn't. I didn't do any of it.
Just
What
throw
is
the
water
seeds
in dirt?
Like a
out
fork?
there. Just throw the seeds out there.
Ugh, listen, I'm raising 2 humans in my house, okay?
Mm.
So
Put
So I
them to
what would
work.
have to
You
do
have free labor. Put them to work. That's what
No, I
I'm
can't
saying.
trust them to do anything. Anyway, all right, let's get on with the show. We're talking about a throwback episode, Real Housewives of New York, season 8, episode 9. We're in the
Mhm.
Berkshires. It's a Christmas in the Berkshires episode,
It's
and
classic.
it's a classic. It's the one where everybody is just fighting. Like, you know,
I had
I love this
I'd
episode
forgotten
because
how awesome this particular episode was.
yes. And I love it because everybody is just walking from room to room, talking shit about each other, and then walking in on somebody talking shit about them. And sometimes they choose to react, and other times they don't choose to react. Obviously, Bethany always reacts. But like this, also the cast was Ramona, Lou, Sonia, Dorinda, Bethany, Carol, and Jules. Justice for
Oh,
Jules.
oh, poor Jules.
Poor,
Yeah.
poor Jules.
What
There was
happened to
no
Jules?
Jules didn't come back for another season.
Mm.
Her husband, I think like the show wrapped and then her husband was caught stooping the nanny.
Oh.
Hey, it's like a multiple choice. Was he embezzling money? Was he stooping the nanny? You just pick two.
Yeah, exactly. It's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
So but at the Berkshires, everyone is there except for Sonia. We catch up with Sonia later and it's like only 3 minutes and it's just
I have
amazing.
questions about that section.
All right, we'll get to it. But we open up in the Berkshires, and Lou and Bethany are having a fight over Skinny Girl. Apparently, Luann said that she was the reason why she inspired Bethany to come up with it. It's unclear what Luann actually said in the press or to whomever, but Bethany is fucking mad. And she is just pissed off that Lou would even insinuate that just because she was there when Bethany once ordered the drink, that she was the reason why Bethany is, the multimillionaire that she is.
Yeah. Lou puts Lou in delusional.
Yeah.
She just has these delusions of grandeur that are so funny, so funny.
Yeah. Oh, a background everybody should remember. This is the point where Luann is just freshly dating Tom D'Agostino and very, very into him. She's also at this point living in Sonia's house
Right.
while looking for an apartment. And this is the season where she gets married later, right?
She gets married later.
Yeah.
And this is the season where um this is the season after Bethany and Jill have completely broken off, and now Bethany's best friends with Carol.
Yes.
This is the season where Jules comes in with her weird jokes and her, eating disorders and all of that. And this is the season where Bethany is dating what's his name?
Dennis.
What was Dennis?
Yeah.
But she's like neck deep in her divorce shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Exactly.
a lot of it going on as to how much her valuation is, how much money she has, how much she has to pay her husband, ex-husband, and all of that. So there's a lot of stuff on Bethany's plate for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. The
She
ladies
seemed
are
very active in the episode. Like she seemed like she really
It's
wanted
the
to.
hairstyle, man. It just activates you.
The ladies are Ramona, Dorinda, Bethany, Lou, Jules. They're all talking just about life, catching up after Bethany is like kind of getting mad at Luann about it. Luann is like, they just kind of drop it and move on. But Bethany is being really closed off about who she's dating because Luann is apparently Countess Steal Your Man. Everybody has been talking about the fact that Luann is now dating a guy named Tom who previously dated Ramona, went on a half a dozen dates with Ramona
And Sonia.
and Sonia.
And had been dating Sonia for like 6 weeks, just like 6 weeks or 4 weeks before he met Luann.
Yes. Yeah.
And we have video evidence of him hitting on Ramona way back in season 1.
Yes. Correct.
So he's been around the housewives for a while.
Yeah.
Is this who Luann ends up marrying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you guys a question as women.
Okay.
What's the bigger infraction? Stealing your friend's man or stealing her haircut?
Haircut? That's easy. Haircut. It's the haircut because there was a lot more thought put in by us women into that haircut than the man. And if the man is available for stealing, go ahead.
Okay, this is
I
stark
think it's because I'm married for too long.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, whatever. Haircut.
There's a stark difference between being married for 20 years and being married for 10 years because I was going to say the man, but this makes sense.
You want him
I'm like, no, I put way more thought into my haircut than I do in my 20-year marriage.
Yeah. So they
He
get
hasn't
into
gone
this
anywhere.
like,
He's not going anywhere.
yeah, you're going to make poison plants in the backyard just in case.
There you go. There you go.
Bethany's so annoying.
We might have to delete this if I have to get the insurance money.
No.
No, for the insurance money. Actually,
Okay,
Yeah, for the
fine.
insurance money. Yeah.
Mhm. But I'll
No,
release
you
it
need to
later
plan
for the
it
Netflix
properly.
documentary. Bethany's so annoying because she like fights with Luann and then she gets like in a huff and then she just walks around the table and just sits right next to Ramona, who's sitting not even next to, she sits in Ramona's chair with her. Ramona is seated right next to Lou and then proceeds to talk shit about Luann.
With everybody listening in, Jules is like leaning over.
It's like you're not in a castle. Like you're right next to the person. They can hear you. And then the argument is like so stupid because they're just talking about Luann, you know, dating Tom, and Tom used to date Ramona, and Luann's like, you never dated Ramona, and blah, or he never dated Ramona, all this. And then suddenly out of nowhere, Luke goes, and what about your hair? your hair's looking very familiar. And then like it's so silly because yeah, it's about stealing her haircut. At that moment, Carol walks into the house and she says to us, I walk in and I hear Bethany arguing with a man, only to discover it's Luann.
And
But then she's,
yeah, go ahead.
then she says, I mean Lou Man. And I was like, oh God. There are so many things that everybody said this episode that I was like, this is not aging well.
And Carol is one to speak. When she walked in with all of her stuff, she truly looked like the Crypt Keeper. She could barely drag herself in with all of her baggage there. She's one to speak about Luann.
It's also great because like Lou and Bethany keep fighting, but like the editors keep like giving us shots of Dorinda's Christmas decorations, like the dancing Santas, while like the women are fighting.
Did you notice at one point they show the 3 eggs? Like there are like 3 enormous eggs upstairs on the landing.
Yeah, like
It was just the most bizarre. Like it's not Easter. Why are 3 eggs?
were they
white
Fabergé eggs?
No, they're just white, and there's 3 of them in 3 different sizes, just sitting in a corner.
I don't know. Maybe she thought they were snowballs.
I was like, maybe they are like animatronics. Maybe something comes out of them. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I wanted to see what was with the eggs.
Yeah. Then like again, then they're like Bethany walks away and then Lou walks away with Ramona and they kind of get into it about girl code. And then again, Bethany and Jules are sitting at the table and they're talking shit about Luann. And like Luann just like walks through the room and like overhears Bethany. And then Bethany's talking to Jules about the haircut thing. Then Lou is whispering to Ramona about the haircut thing because she obviously heard Bethany talking about the haircut thing. And then Bethany's like, do you hear her? Do you hear her talking about the hair? Let's go deeper on the hair. And it's like, everyone is talking shit, Bethany. Calm down.
Speaking of hair, Ramona looked really good in this scene.
Okay, she looked so good.
I never noticed her with the longer hair. She really looked good.
I could not stop paying attention to her hair, but also I think this is before she got a facelift.
Yeah, which is why she even looks
better.
like, yeah. She doesn't know why she looks good, but she knows she looks good.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know why, but I know I look good. I feel good.
and then Bethany gets like just super activated and she starts fighting with Luann and she says, oh, my hair, yeah, it's just like yours. Yeah, I want to fuck a lot of guys and party all night and great gardens and rehab over at my friend's house. The best part is like she's getting on Luann's face and Luann just like squints and stares at her face really hard.
Yeah.
And Lou asks the question we're all thinking. She's like, are you getting laid or not? Like, what's going on? And Bethany says, you're making it up for all of us right now. Like, there's like a great amount of slut shaming on Bethany's part in all of this.
Yeah.
Was it more acceptable to slut shame back when this episode aired?
I think
I don't
so,
know.
yeah.
When did that change?
I don't think it was okay then either, because I remember being completely annoyed with Bethany for going down that path and calling Lou and all those names. I think that's why Bethany was backtracking within the same episode. She was like, I never said this before. I don't behave this way. And she was trying to backtrack that. But yeah, I don't think it was normal. It was okay then either. I think Luann was living her best life, and she was actually happy in whatever, drunken state she was in. She was actually in a happy place.
I feel like it wasn't so much initially that she was trying to I think she was trying to slut shame her, but I think again with Luann, and this is sort of what happened a couple of seasons before this one when they were in Turks and Caicos, and we had the be cool don't be uncool thing happen where Luann, they try to basically pin Luann down for screwing a guy and having a one night stand. So I do think that because Luann has a history of pretending to be this like classy lady, the women just get really triggered by it and are always wanting to call her out for doing like what Luann would consider in her high society circles as like trashy behavior when she herself is doing it all the time, which is why Bethany goes into that rant. Yeah,
I think there was an element that we didn't go into in this episode, but if you watch the season, you would see it, is that Luann is living at Sonia's and enabling Sonia.
Yeah.
And Sonia was trying to be a good, sober person this season. And this was her, Sonia goes through this season, these seasons where she tries to be good and then she falls off the wagon again. So she alternates her sobriety between seasons. And this was one of those seasons where Sonia was trying to be good. And Luann was sitting there putting Sonia down, enabling her. And I think that was something that the others were noticing and were getting annoyed with.
Yeah. One of the hits from Bethany's rant was she said, you are a hypocrite. You fuck everyone and you pretend you don't. I don't care if you're the biggest whore in the Macy's window, but you pretend you don't. You're a slut, a liar, a hypocrite, and a snake.
There was a lot of things going on where she was having an out-of-body experience at that point.
She really was. Yeah. Yeah. It went from a private experience to a public experience and then an out-of-body experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Ethereal experience.
Yeah. You know what's great in all this is like Bethany is losing her shit. And I think the great thing about Luann in general, and this also happened again with Heather and Carol in Turks and Caicos, Luann keeps it cool. She generally keeps it cool, and the cooler she keeps it, the more Bethany loses her mind. And then the fight ends with Luann saying, well, your haircut is the same as mine, biatch.
At LinkedIn, we know hiring is a big deal for your small business. Sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming. LinkedIn uses data that you can't find anywhere else to give you the best candidates, all so you can feel confident you're hiring the best person for the job. And even a little hiring bliss. See why 86% of small businesses who post a job on LinkedIn get a qualified candidate within a day. Post a job for free at linkedin.com/achieve. LinkedIn, your next great hire is here.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
The Subaru Share the Love event is on. from November 20th to January 2nd. During this event, Subaru donates to charities like Meals on Wheels, and so far has supported the delivery of nearly 5 million meals to our aging neighbors. When you purchase or lease a new vehicle during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru and its retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity. Visit Subaru.com/share to learn more.
Here's my 30-second story with Guinness. As soon as my sister and I get home for the holidays, we don't even unpack. We head straight to our pub. The bartender already knows our order, Guinness and fries. We laugh all night, catch up with old friends, and walk home with faces sore from smiling. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. That was my 30-second story with Guinness.
Guinness Draft Stout. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, a holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
Well, Luann's greatest gift to herself and her strength is her way. Her real strength is her ability to dissociate from situations.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what protects her in her life. It's like she goes through the worst kind of situation. I mean, she got arrested, for God's sake. Like just last week, she was thrown out of a gay bar for singing, but she just bounces back because she doesn't let that affect her. She dissociates herself from those situations and moves on.
Yeah,
and I think that's something for everybody should aspire to have in their life.
Exactly. I have a friend like that who, he'll say some shit and then you like send him links to like prove that he's wrong, like news stories or whatever. And then he just sends me a GIF of a river flowing. And he's like, I don't care. I'm already past it. I'm not going to go back. This is how I would choose to live my life.
I need that GIF in my life so I could do that.
Yeah,
I don't know how to be that person. And I don't know how to function. Like, I am Bethany in these situations.
Yeah, and it's infuriating. But then you're also like, okay, how much energy am I going to put into, like, proving that I'm right when he clearly doesn't care?
But I don't even think that Luann goes through that analysis. I think Luann literally lives in the moment and then she just decides in her mind that that's it, I'm moving on from this and I'm not going to give it any more time and energy. And it's almost like a subconscious thing that she does, that she just dissociates and it doesn't bother her anymore. And it's not something, I don't think she even cultivates that. I think that's just her strength in her. That is something that is quite amazing in her personality. I don't know if it's necessarily a strength because I can see how that would affect other people in her life. But she
it's like enlightenment, right? Where you're just like, I don't care. I'm already past it. That was in the past.
Yeah, one person's enlightenment may be another person's ignorance, but but it's somehow she gets through life. And I think Ramona has similar qualities.
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure. I think where Luann loses it is obviously what happens after this. So they get into this thing. She says, your haircut is the same as mine. Bethany then calls her a drag queen, which is like insane. And then in the middle of the fight, what's great is like, so we know that Jules' father is sick and she keeps kind of like leaving and coming back because she obviously needs to still earn her paycheck and she's got to call her dad. And then she goes outside, she's sitting and she's on the phone with the doctors.
That scene.
And Luann comes out and Jules is like, look, I can't concentrate because my dad is really ill.
But how could she call me that? She called me a slut. She called me a slut.
She's like,
but my father is dying.
Yeah, Jules is like,
but why would she say that? And her haircut.
And this is where Lou like loses me because I'm like, we're keeping it so cool, and you could have won this fight because Bethany has lost her mind, but then you lose it because you are actually a selfish piece of shit. Like that's actually the problem. Luann tells Dorinda that she should have defended her as the host, or she's leaving, and Dorinda is like,
no, that's like something that she comes to because Jules is like finally says, "Okay, fine, I'll stop talking about my dying father and I'll pay attention to you." And she said, "But this is Dorinda's house." He's like, "Oh yeah, and Dorinda, let's talk about her. She should have defended me, the hostess with the most."
And then yeah,
Oh,
they just continue sort of everyone is stewing on their own. Like Ramona's actually having a great episode because
she's
for
having a
once
great time.
she's like it's
She
not
has a
about
Pinot
me.
Grigio. She doesn't know why she's feeling good. She knows she's feeling good. She's good.
She
Her hair looks awesome. She's
looks
having a great time.
fabulous and like just she looks great. She's like it's not me for once. I'm not fighting with Bethany. I'm not fighting with anyone. Everyone is good with me. And she actually loves when people get mad at Luann anyway. So
Yeah.
she's like just trying to sort of play peacemaker and mostly just getting gossip from different corners. So like Bethany and Carol are like talking to each other and Dorinda is trying to talk between the two groups and whatever. And everybody seems to be just like talking shit about each other. But like during the middle of all this, at some point, Luann like changes into a different outfit. She's got this like fur coat on. Like, I don't know. Everybody's still in their clothes. And Luann through this whole episode has 3
right.
outfit changes.
That's
What?
right. I
Didn't
didn't
she
know
just
that.
put a jacket on? I thought she just put
Yeah.
like a vest on.
No, she changed her shirt and put on another outfit. Like she
I
had a
thought
whole
she
other
took
outfit.
her sweater that she was wearing inside the house and instead put on the jacket to go sit outside and smoke with Jules.
No, so the sweater she's wearing during the day is like or the early fight is a gray sweater. Then it turns into a black sweater and a fur coat. So she
Mhm.
has an outfit change in the middle of this. And I guess she just like convinces herself that she's not wrong in any of it, which I kind of think she's not. And everybody's fine, but then Lou makes the mistake of coming for Dorinda's birthday cake. And Dorinda gets mad. She's, don't mess with Diane Sincala's birthday cake.
So the way it starts is that Lou calls it her birthday celebration.
Mm-hmm.
And Ramona says, "No, it's just the weekend. We're just celebrating her birthday weekend." And she's like, "But there's a cake here."
Yeah. Yes.
Like, that's a point. And it says, "Happy birthday, Dorinda." And her mother baked it. So it
Yeah.
has to be her birthday celebration.
Yeah.
I don't even know the point of that.
It was just so silly. It was just like Luann just finding reasons to complain about stuff for no reason at all.
Mhm.
And I think the other reason why she kept saying it's not my birthday weekend is because Sonia wasn't there. So she's like, I didn't
Yeah.
invite Sonia. It's not my birthday weekend. It's
Right.
just a night
Right.
at my house. That's all it is. We're not going to call it my birthday weekend. And then the fact that Luann does that, it kind of makes Dorinda feel like you're questioning me and my motives here. I'm trying to, and this is like, I had forgotten that this was the episode where we got I Made It Nice.
Made it nice.
Did
Yeah.
you see what shirt I'm wearing?
Oh, make it nice.
Yeah. I'm wearing my I Made It Nice shirt.
Yeah.
Because this is Dorinda just gets super activated and she loses. I love don't you love Real when Dorinda loses her mind?
You know, it was it's kind of heartbreaking also, like when she's going, "I made it nice."
I think everybody's
with the bottle of vodka in her hand.
I think everybody's
First of all,
acting
all
very
these women
poorly.
have been drinking,
Yeah.
but I think Luann was also on some kind of some other uppers because she kept shifting between fighting Bethany to fighting Dorinda and going all over the place and not really paying attention to what was happening around her.
Yeah.
I really felt like Luann was on something.
Do you
in
think that she
addition
did a
to
couple
alcohol.
of lines?
Probably that's when she changed her clothes. When she went down to change her clothes, she probably did some pasta too.
Yeah. Dorinda says, I think everybody's acting very poorly. I put in a big effort there, and this is my home, and I made a conscious choice to not invite Sonia so we could have a good time, and I think it's a disgrace of you people. I cooked all day. I decorated. I did it nice. I'm ashamed. Shame on all of you. I decorated. I made it nice. And once Dorinda starts to lose her mind, everybody's like, oh, no.
Nobody wants to upset her. But also, this is not the one thing that sets up Dorinda. It's also Carol coming in and complaining that Luann there.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of different, and people keep telling her that she should have not invited Luann either.
Yes. That's also shitty, right? Like when she really did make it nice. She cooked
Yeah.
all day. She
Yeah.
decorated her fucking house with a million Santas.
Yeah.
And
3
these
eggs.
3
3
eggs that
eggs
we don't know what they're for.
and a whole bunch of green men on the mantle that never get moved. I don't even know what that is, but that is the most fascinating thing for me is that her dining room with the
Real, do you know that you can get an Airbnb? You can rent out the Berkshires Bluestone Manor as
Uh,
an Airbnb.
no, we should
Yeah.
do that.
Noor, we were talking about vacation. This is what we should do. Oh my
Okay.
god.
There you go. Done.
Yeah. In June. We are coming to you, Dorinda, in June.
Yes, exactly. But yeah,
Is it going to be
everybody.
nice?
What?
Is it going to be nice?
I think she's gonna make it really nice.
Yeah. And she now has her own Bluestone Manor bourbon too. So we'll have that as well.
Yeah. Everyone decides to just like get their shit together in honor of Dorinda. And Dorinda's doing this thing where she's like, listen, if everybody wants to go home, they could go home. It's okay. You could go home. And Jules cracks me up. She goes, no, I would never want to go home. I'm having the best time of my life. No, you're not, Jules. No, you're
Jules,
not.
throughout the show, she tries to make light of the situation, but she gets
They're
people
crazy.
keep dismissing her.
I know, poor thing. They
She
sit
tries to
down.
hide in the closet with Carol. And Carol, like, you make a terrible spy.
They sit down. Jules, in order to like get everybody in a good mood, she has brought presents. So she sits down and she opens a presents. And like this is like another thing about Bethany that drives me crazy. Everybody has decided to like calm down and pretend like,
Right.
okay, we're gonna be on our good behavior. But Bethany is still doing this thing where she's like moping around and silent and being weird.
Yeah.
It's like she wants people to ask her, like, Bethany, what's wrong? Are you okay? And like she wants to sit there, but it's like what you and I just talked about with Noella from OC right now. It's
Mhm.
like that's an annoying thing to do.
Hmm.
To like
Yeah.
if you don't know how to act normal right now, then get the fuck up and get out of the room. Cause like then you're just bringing all the attention to yourself.
I think that's because Bethany suddenly realized she's played everything she said, and it sort of became bigger and bigger the more she thought about it. And she was like, oh, shit, whatever I called this woman, whatever I said.
Yeah.
And it sort of grew in her head. And now she was like, I need to speak some more and explain my actions, or there has to be some way for the viewers to see how horrible Luann is, so I get justified in what I said.
Yeah. I think there's like a bit of like a mind fuck in her mind at that moment where she's like, I know I fucked up. I should probably say sorry, but I don't want to say sorry because Luann is actually a monster, but people don't understand it. Like that's where her head goes at that moment.
Yeah, and Carol being annoying and saying, "Oh, Jules, you're such an Asian, bringing all these things
Board
and being
games.
so
Yeah.
organized."
I
I'm
was
like,
wondering
what?
about that.
Yeah, she
Is
said
that
it's
the-
very
I didn't even
Asian
know
of you to bring
last
board
time.
games.
This was the first time I noticed it. Did you notice it when it was live?
No. It was an insane statement.
Yeah.
I was like,
Is that a thing that we do? I mean, are we Asian?
yeah, we are Asian.
We can barely figure that out. We don't know if we are Asian, South Asian. What are we? I don't know. Do you guys pick Asian in your when you have to fill out forms? What do
It's
you
the
guys
only
do?
thing I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You don't pick other and say South Asian
yeah,
like I do.
No, we don't do that. So for a while, it used to be Asian and Pacific Islander were always
Yeah.
one. So
Yeah.
that's what I used to pick, and now it's just Asian.
Mm.
Because I'm like, I'm definitely not Pacific Islander.
That's true. Yeah.
Not at all. But it's confusing. Like for people from the Middle East, what do you pick? Because they don't really have an option.
No,
Technically,
so
it's Asia.
they say they say Caucasian for people from like the Middle East and North Africa.
What?
It's actually so like when you try to apply for, and I only know this because when you try to apply for like minority certification,
Yeah.
Arabs can't get it because they're technically Caucasian.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know.
Because they're not.
Well, it depends.
White passing sometimes.
Well, a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times they are white passing, but I'm also I guess that always makes me kind of question, like, when you say minority, are you talking about minority as just by numbers in this country, in which case are there other people from other countries that are minorities but Caucasians, Like, are there enough Azerbaijanis, for example? Are they all minorities? Because there's only not that many of them here. It's not a huge population, but would there then be minorities versus not? I don't know.
I guess it's based on the fact that there's there's a disadvantage for looking quote unquote different, right? So that's what they're trying to overcome.
Oh, yeah, I see. But then, but what if you're an Arab woman, right? And you wear hijab?
No, so then you get the woman owned.
Oh, you get the woman thing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Everything sort of de-escalates. There's dog shit everywhere. Whatever. Then we go to Manhattan and
Jules is like, that's dog shit. And somebody says, did you smell it? How do you know?
Yeah, what else could it be? What else could it be?
Ramona is like, I'm going to go feed the dog some more. They're like, stop feeding the dog.
No, but also I was just like, what else could it be if it's not dog shit? Like dirt, maybe? But it's definitely dog shit.
Everyone starts checking their shoes.
Yes. Then we go back to
the reason why you should take your shoes off, though.
Yes, or not, because then your foot is in dog shit.
That's true.
Then we go to Manhattan, where Sonia is getting her vagina resurfaced. She tells us about trout mouth, which is where your laugh lines kind of start to sag. And she says the only thing worse than a trout mouth is a trout snatch. Now you had questions, Raheel.
Also, what is vagina resurfacing? Is that tightening?
Explained it.
Well, so here's the other thing, because I've heard of vagina tightening before.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I don't know why you said it that way.
And arrogance, but I've heard of it.
I've heard about vaginas, and I've heard the word tight before.
In my mind, it was like a stitching situation. You know how you get a rip in your pants, and then you stitch it from the back, and then you tighten it?
That was it. No, speaking of Jules, that does happen to Jules in this episode. Remember, Jules tries to get out through the window or something. She's sitting on a windowsill and she tears her vagina. And
in her
you
pants.
don't remember the whole storyline of Jules having she sits on the windowsill, tears her vagina, and then she has a whole surgery.
Oh my god.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Do you not remember that?
I barely remember that. I need to rewatch this season.
that was earlier in the episode. Earlier in the season. That's what happened. Jules comes on to the scene and then she tears her vagina in the second episode.
Yeah. So that's different. So this is internal tightening.
Yeah.
And I think this is also to perhaps lift the skin of your...
I think it's just little electrical shocks that you overcharge the patient for, and you make money off of it. I don't think anything happens.
But so he said it makes it fuller, because I think what he's trying to say is because I'm comparing it to trout mouth, right? I think the skin sometimes will sag, and so this is kind of probably a little bit like Botox or filler, where it gets to it just pulls the skin and it makes everything down there tighter, so you don't have.
I think it just increases blood circulation, so it feels fuller for a day or two.
Yeah, well, I figured. I mean, when he said fuller, I was like, so is there are you causing swelling, internal swelling?
Pretty probably, yeah. Which
it's basically when you take a pillow and then you
lost the pillow.
Lost the pillow.
Not flat anymore.
But I mean, it's good for one night, but
judo chop the middle to make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you love Sonia? Because I know you love her so much, Raheel.
I really did like her hat too.
Yeah, she looks so healthy and good, right? Yeah. Her skin looked good. This is her sober episode,
you guys,
season.
So I've been watching Gilded Age, right?
Yeah,
and I'm not going to talk about it much, but they bring up J.P. Morgan obviously in Gilded Age. Yeah. He does come up because old New York, and there is. Because the entire Gilded Age show is about high society in New York, and it's during the late 1800s, and it's basically where people who came over in the Mayflower are wealthy people from back in England versus the new New York crowd, which is all these Americans who have gotten money from doing businesses in America. So it's not established old money, it's new money. And the Morgans were considered new money. The Vanderbilts were new money. All those people were new money. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing because in the show, they also do a lot of like class and society. Early seasons New York was all about this stuff. Like
Yeah.
it was like Jill was like mad about Alex and Simon who were trying to be like social climbers. And like poor Sonia in this situation. Sonia was once married to a Morgan.
Yeah.
And I like often don't understand why she wants to hold on to that so much. But then I realized just like watching this stupid show that's set in the 1800s that like their lifestyle really is so different. And then
Yeah.
like even this episode when Carol is talking about like how, you know, the inside of Dorinda's closet is wallpapered, stuff like that. Like all those things are like a type of wealthy that us three who just want first class tickets, like we wouldn't
Exactly.
understand.
Speak for yourself. I've wallpapered my closet. But the rest of the house is not, but the wallpaper in the closet inside of the closet is wallpapered.
Well, one could say that vaginal rejuvenation is kind of like wallpapering the inside of your closet.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is. They have wallpaper in their vaginas. That's all.
I had my rectum surfaced recently. So.
Surfaced or resurfaced?
Resurfaced.
Yeah.
It came up for air for the first time in years.
You got some Ralph Lauren wallpaper in there.
Yeah. Then we go on to a new fight in the Berkshires.
Speaking of Gilded Age, I was also excited to see our Clara Barton rest area person come up.
Yes.
Gilded Age.
Gilded Age has an entire storyline about Clara Barton, and then all I could think of was the rest stop on the turnpike.
I was like, Jersey Turnpike, yes.
That's a real person?
Yes. Started the Red Cross.
Did you know I drove by one yesterday, this week, on my way to the city, and there's a rest area called the John Bon Jovi rest area.
No.
Yeah, they renamed one John Bon Jovi.
They didn't even wait for him to die. What?
The hero.
Wait, but was it? It was on the Parkway.
Is there one called The Boss?
It was on the Parkway.
Yeah, there's no Bruce.
There's no Bruce.
There's no Springsteen.
Which is very...
Do you have a favorite rest stop in New Jersey?
Clara Barton. I like Clara Barton. I do.
Is that the one that kind of looks like a strip mall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's sort of like in an angle. It sort of sits in an angle, and it has a lot of parking spots.
Yes.
It's clean. The toilets are clean. I do like the one that I have right before you leave the turnpike and get outside of Jersey on, I think, exit 2.
Yeah, Walt Whitman.
Yeah, that's the one. Because that's the one where I can pull in at the very end. I'm like, okay, I will get my gas filled by a human person getting out.
You have to get out of the car.
I do that, and then I get my pizza. There's a little Pizza Hut there. And, that sustains you through Delaware.
Delaware is like 5 miles long.
But it takes like 2 hours to get through that. That 5 miles.
Okay,
takes
so
2 hours.
You would rather get your gas in New Jersey so that you don't have to fill it up yourself than go to Delaware, where I would argue the rest stops are better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Welcome to Delaware one? My God.
They have Qdoba's there. They have Qdoba's in the Delaware rest stops. And like Baja Fresh.
Yeah.
Now? Maybe now. I haven't stopped there in a while.
Yeah, of course not. You're fueling through with your Pizza Hut. Just zooming through.
Delaware stresses me out. It's just too small to have that much traffic and that many people passing through. It stresses me
There are
out.
7 lanes at one point in Delaware. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing, Delaware?
Yeah, it's like too much happening. It stresses me out. So all I want to do is get through Delaware. Subconsciously, I feel better once I'm through Delaware. I'm back in Maryland House.
Oh, yeah, Maryland House. Chesapeake House, too.
They renovated those.
Yeah, they renovated them.
Tax dollars going to good use.
I know. I walk in and I demand everything there. Like, my money. Give me my money. I pay taxes.
And then they're like, well, ma'am, you need to pay for it.
I know.
All right. Then we have the Carol versus Luann fight. Real, do you have any background questions about Carol versus Luann? Why
I don't
is
know
Luann calling Carol a pedophile?
What the fight is about?
Well, I put it together with the context clues because I guess Carol has a younger boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. But it's
And
important because the younger boyfriend used to date Lou's niece. And so Lou is
oh,
feeling very particularly protective of.
And was dating Lou's niece and was catering Lou's party, and that's where Carol met him.
Yes.
ooh. So is that is that a faux pas for you guys? Because I don't care.
Dating a younger man?
Well, no, I mean, I guess both parts of that, right? So one is dating a younger man. The second is, I
No,
guess,
my husband's
snatching.
younger than me
What? I didn't know that.
by a few months.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay.
happened. Yeah, we didn't check.
Walmart Business saves you time, money, and hassle, which means you can focus on what really matters. Like putting the money you save back into what you do, spending more time training your team, filling orders, and finding new clients. Anything and everything, right down to, oh, that's the one, choosing the best hold music. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
On December 12th, Disney Plus invites you to go behind the scenes with Taylor Swift in an exclusive 6-episode docuseries.
I wanted to give something to the fans that they didn't expect. The only thing left is to close the book.
The end of an era. And don't miss Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, the final show, featuring for the first time the Tortured Poets Department. Streaming December 12th, only on Disney Plus.
Rated E for everyone. Includes in-game purchases. Includes random items. EA Sports FC 26 is here. Play your way this holiday season with an overhauled gameplay experience powered by community feedback. Enjoy festive upgrades in Ultimate Team with Winter Wildcards. Take on holiday-themed challenges and manage your career, like navigating the busy Christmas period. And team up with friends and clubs with new tournaments and live events. The club is yours. Give the gift of football with EA Sports FC 26.
This episode is brought to you by... Oops! I've got a box of Cheez-It crackers staring at me, and I just wanted that irresistible cheesy crunch. Sorry, that was a total snacksident. What was I supposed to be talking about? So salty, so crunchy, so cheesy. Whoops! Lost my train of thought. I've heard of brain freeze, but brain cheese? I'll just have one more Cheez-It cracker, and then I'll get back to it.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
I was like, but I like to point that out every once in a while.
You are a pedophile.
I am a pedophile.
Well, you're a vegetarian, right?
I'm a vegetarian, pedophile, echinacea growing person.
So one could say you're a pedophile.
Pedophile. Yes, no.
Yeah, so that's the backstory there. And Lou has called Carol a pedophile, and Carol is very upset. And Ramona's trying to tell Lou, like, hey, you're the countess, remember? You be the bigger person. And she convinces... And it's funny because the only reason Ramona convinces Lou to text Carol, sorry, I called you a pedophile, is because Carol jokingly mentions it to Ramona, like the scene before, to say, look, I wouldn't, like, even if she had, like, said sorry, she's never said sorry. She invited me to her party, and it was so weird. Why would she, like... And then Ramona's like, she didn't say sorry. And she goes, no, she never texted me, sorry, I called you a pedophile. And they're, like, laughing about it. But Ramona gives it to Lou as, like, sound advice of, like, what you should do in this situation.
And she says, you called her a pedophile. And Luann is like, no, I did not. Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah, she goes, I probably did.
I probably did. It's like, what do I do? Should I just say? And then she's going to laugh, right? Carol is going to laugh and laugh and laugh when she gets this text message.
Yes. Sorry, I called you a pedophile. Hope you come to my next party.
The way Luann and Ramona think about it and say, Carol is going to read this and she's going to laugh her ass off.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, delusional again.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not with anybody younger than me, but if I was, I don't know if I would be upset if somebody called me a pedophile.
You would not be?
Cuz it's like silly. It's like clearly not like a real thing. Like
Depends on why they would call you that.
obviously anybody with a set like with a brain. If I'm 45, I'm 45, I find myself
Mhm.
single and I end up dating a 30-year-old
Mhm.
and you called me a pedophile, I
Mhm.
would probably laugh about it because it would be ridiculous.
I think you would laugh about it, but you would also not find it funny for them to laugh about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like Carol laughed about it to Ramona as to how dumb is Luann to call me that. She doesn't even know the meaning of the word. You know, that kind of a
Yeah.
laugh. But for Luann to take it lightly and then laugh about it is what Carol is finding it offensive. Carol is like,
Yeah.
that's not funny. You don't say that and then laugh about it.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
guess
go
I would be
around
mad
saying
if
that.
I found out my brothers were calling me a pedophile behind my back and laughing about it.
Well, they do. They do. It's like,
Well, would you guys think of? Do you guys think there's a difference if a man dates a significantly younger woman versus if a woman dates a significantly younger man?
Um it's layered. It's a
yeah.
layered thing.
Because
Ca-
I've mentioned this before. That's my goal.
I know. You want to be a kept man. You're waiting for Sonia to come across your
Yeah.
your
Except
part of
Sonia
the
doesn't
world.
have anything to keep. I mean,
I-
that she has no money.
yeah. All you can
But
get
she
is
does like Indian men. All her business partners are Indian.
I don't know. I heard something about a resurfaced vagina. So
yeah, so it's resurfaced.
Yeah.
I feel this way about it. I do think that, and it's my personal problem, I always feel some type of way when there are men who don't just date younger women, but date women of like in a certain age group. Consistently date women in a certain age group. It's one thing to date somebody who's 10 years younger than you, 15 years younger than you, whatever. But there are men, like especially celebrities, who will consistently date women that are between like 18 and 21. And that I
Mhm.
think is fucking weird. Like, because then it's like, okay, you're specifically into very young women.
Serially dating in that age group is
Yes,
what bothers
that I
me.
think is when,
Yeah.
like, Vilmer
Like, but if you
Walderamas.
fall in love with somebody at that age and then you have an actual relationship and you
Yes.
grow old together after
Yes.
that doesn't bother me as much. But serially targeting a younger age group,
Yeah. Like, it's what
especially
Taylor.
men, for some reason, there's a sort of power dynamic that comes into play.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's some
Yeah.
sort of like a grooming quality that's happening there. And I
Right.
feel like that is when it gets problematic.
Yeah.
And I think I would say the same if it was a woman who did that, who specifically dated men between that age. I think that's
Mhm.
when it gets problematic. It's like then you're
Yeah.
seeking out a particular kind of brain or body or whatever. And that is, I
Mhm.
think, really gross.
Yeah, I mean, but I think once you hit like 30,
Yeah.
I think you can date anybody as as old as they are. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
a 30-year-old or a 35-year-old is married to a 65-year-old, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't care because it's literally none of our business.
Yeah.
But if I'm 45 and then I date a really rich, like 30-year-old,
Mhm.
I'm winning.
Of course.
Yeah. You can call me a pedophile all you want. It's fine.
Except Carol is not.
Yeah. She's dating a chef.
She's dating Adam.
Yeah. They're still kind of together on and off?
I don't know. Probably they do. They have baby and baby and baby and baby.
She's got a bunch of cats all named Baby.
Yeah.
She's got a dog named Baby, and she's got a whole bunch of cats, and they're all named babies. But I was thinking of Adam when I was watching the Bad Vegan on Netflix the other day.
Oh.
I was like, he would be a bad vegan. He's the kind of person who would be the vegan.
Is that a documentary I should be watching?
You should. Oh my God. It's kind of scary to put yourself in the woman's shoe there, but it's kind of weird. Yeah.
All right. Can't wait.
You should watch.
Okay, then so then Luann sends that text, but not before asking Jules, how do you spell pedophile? Jules is like, what? And then Jules tells
I
Carol,
don't
and
know.
Carol's like, it's not fucking funny. Ramona again is just trying to like speak logic to Luann, and it says a lot about Luann if Ramona is like, she just like doesn't get it. Like she just doesn't get it. She's not very smart. Like Ramona thinks you're not smart. You have to be a real dumb fuck.
Ramona needs to listen to that herself,
Of
like
course.
every day. Like,
All the
you're
time.
not smart, Ramona.
Yeah. Bethany and Carol do eventually get texts from Luann, and then Bethany, they're all talking about sex, and Bethany, of course, makes a misogynist joke about vaginas. I was like, Bethany.
Yeah.
Watching Bethany back, you realize she's not as funny as you thought she was.
She's trying so hard, especially in this season. She's trying so hard to be funny and light, and
Yeah.
she's not. It comes off. I mean,
That's
she may
always been
have
my
chopped
problem.
off all her hair, but she feels very heavy.
No, that's the thing with her. Like, it's why I've never liked her. She always seems like somebody who's very, like she's very actively trying to make things about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it also feels like she practices all of these lines beforehand and isn't a genuine person.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. Like she feels like she tells these jokes to her interns, and then her interns are like, yeah, that's really funny. And like she's like, oh my God, it is really funny, right? Right, right. It is funny, right? Anyway, then Lou and Dorinda. Oh, by the way, then we have another outfit change. And now I'm thinking more and more. I feel like Lou goes up to her room and says, girls, I'm just going to change my outfit. And then like does a line of Coke, changes her shirt, and comes back down. Because then she's in another outfit. She's in a different sequin shirt.
Mm.
And she's talking to Dorinda about what's been happening with Bethany. Bethany comes downstairs and overhears and says, is this whole monologue part of the apology you sent me? And then
And Bethany's still in those sweats, in her pajamas.
Yeah, it's like, again, like Bethany is getting mad that she made first of all, Bethany had a fit. She had a fit, and now everybody is talking about the fit that she had, but she's getting mad at everybody for talking about the fit that she had. I hate that.
By that point, I was so mad because Dorinda had made a lot of food and no one was eating.
No one had eaten, not a single bite of food.
They were just going from room to room to room, talking about it and getting drunker, but none of them was touching the food, and I was so upset.
Yeah.
I was so upset. I would have not moved from the kitchen. I would have just been around the counter,
Did they show the food?
island, eating.
They didn't show the food, but I'm sure the food was amazing. Dorinda feels like she would put out an amazing spread for everybody.
She had a lot of containers all covered up. They were all on, they were all in trays, and the food was available. And then the only thing that we saw was Bethany drinking tea.
Yeah.
Calm down, tea.
Yeah.
It was, even the housekeeper was like, can you just shut up and drink the tea?
Easy now, tea.
Easy now.
Yeah.
Easy now. Yeah.
Raheel, who do you think won this episode for you?
Who won the episode?
Who's the MVP?
The MVP for me, I really enjoyed Sonia's 5 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever that was.
Mhm.
Right? But she was
You missed her there, right? You missed her in the Berkshires.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, why wasn't she invited?
So she wasn't invited because Sonia had been getting very drunk, and she was trying to have a sober time. And so Dorinda suggested, like, maybe the weekend in the Berkshires, we just don't have you come, and you just take the time away and just like sober up because there's going to be drinking and stuff. And that's also why Dorinda kept saying, like, it's not for my birthday. We're just doing a weekend away. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was
anyway.
sweet.
So I think the MVP is Luann. Yeah. Because she's a catalyst for the entire storyline, right? Of this episode.
The whole thing. Yeah.
She real exciting stuff. Maybe we'll watch it. There's an episode where things go not so well with Tom and Luann, and it's the weekend of her bachelorette party or her bridal shower.
Mhm.
And it's amazing. It's another like amazing episode, but like the more I watch this and the more I think about it, I didn't realize also that like the friend who told everybody that Lou was talking about, oh, now it's my turn to date you. was Bethany's friend. And
I didn't know that. And I'm wondering if it was the same friend who
Yes.
later texts Bethany about Tom.
Yes. Hooking up with
And
somebody
who
else.
is
Yeah.
this friend?
Exactly. So it's like,
Who is this friend? Yeah,
exactly.
I didn't realize Bethany was that involved other than that
Mhm.
one. I thought it was that one text that was the one that was the catalyst. But I didn't realize that was like, this was constant. Bethany was constantly being told something about Tom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Something is up with Tom. Tom D'Agostino. No relation
Yeah.
to the D'Agostino grocery
Did you
stores.
hear that he just got engaged?
Yes.
Oh, they didn't make it as a
On their
couple?
wedding, on the same day that Lou got married to him. It was their wedding day, and he just got re-engaged to somebody
Oh my
on the
god.
same day.
Yeah. Oh, also important for you to know, Rahil, is the day of her 1 year anniversary, which at that point Luann is divorced to Tom, is when, so a year from around the time this is filmed is when Luann gets arrested by a cop. But gets her obviously by a cop. She assaults a cop and then gets arrested.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing to watch this knowing what the future is, you know?
I know,
It's like
right?
it's like a
It
it's like
feels
origin
sad. I
stories.
was feeling so sad for Luann being so gung ho about her relationship and
I
being so
know.
happy about it, and I was like, you have no idea what's coming down the pike.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Dorinda being so honest about about John, and she's like, yeah, he's not the one. I don't want to be in a relationship with him, but he won't let go. And
Yeah.
I like the deals at
Yeah.
his dry cleaning surprise.
It's also interesting to see Lou and Bethany fight when Bethany has eventually a similar fight with Carol, and she and
Yes.
Carol are no longer friends.
Yeah.
So
Who's
Yeah.
on the show still?
well, funny you ask that, Raheel. There is no show. There is no Real Housewives of New York anymore.
Let's talk about that. Tell Raheel what's happening there.
Oh god. Okay. So last season they introduced for the first time ever a black woman on Real Housewives of New York.
Mm-hmm.
And so at that time the cast was Luann, Ramona, Sonia, this woman named Leah McSweeney, who's just like the absolute fucking worst.
No, I hate that lady. I actually know her from Page 6.
Yes, she's horrible. Leah.
I am actually surprised. Can I just say I'm surprised by how many people Raheel knows from Page 6.
I read it very religiously. No,
Avidly.
I know that Leah McSweeney lady because she was the one that was texting Michael Che,
Yes,
right?
correct. Yep.
Yes.
That's how I know.
That's her. Yeah.
That's
And
the
I was
one.
like, oh wow, she seems like a piece of shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Yep. That's her.
Yep. So so she was there, and so it was only 5 women, right? This is filmed in late 2020 into 2021, and it just goes as poorly as you think it's gonna go. Like Dorinda didn't know, Dorinda wasn't there anymore. So it was like Ramona just did not react well to this black woman being there. And it was really uncomfortable. There's like a lot of microaggressions. Luann called Ebony an angry black woman. Like basically she was like, oh, you're so angry. Ramona kept sort of making things about herself. Ramona kept shifting conversations to like all of us need, like it was very all lives matter. And then Ebony made every single episode like a teaching moment for, let me teach these white women more about black culture.
Mhm.
And it was just uncomfortable to watch. It was very cringy. It was very triggering for a lot of people of color to watch. And they didn't do a reunion. They never filmed a reunion. There was rumors that there was some sort of an investigation done against Ramona for not just saying racist stuff to the women, but also to somebody in the crew. So there was no filming for a reunion. The reunion never happened. It was supposed to be scheduled later, like months later. It just never happened. And since then, there has been no filming. Like Real Housewives of New York usually films in the late summer into the fall, into the new year. And it didn't film over the last year. We have no idea what's happening. But now Andy has come out and said something very passively, which is he plans on Bravo is now talking about creating 2 shows. They're going to find a new group of women for RHONY proper. And so he's looking for diverse groups of women They're still casting it. They haven't decided what that is. And then what he's considering for the rest of the old racist hags is to create some sort of a throwback or legacy show that might be on Peacock that has all the former women who are actually friends with each other. So, like, first of
So
all,
basically segregating
the women, yeah.
So
He's
he's
like-
gonna have two separate but equal shows. Is that what you're telling me?
No. News two separate, maybe different pay scales, because Bravo is also trying to cut down on the pace of all these Real Housewives, and so I think the Peacock is cheaper to keep her on Peacock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're trying to do something of that sort, but it's just obnoxious of them to not address the racism and just say, we if we just don't show anything for a couple of years and then we push all the racist onto Peacock and just continue, we can still access the two different groups of audiences that watch this show, the racist and the non-racist. So let's just keep making money from both ends, right? So that's what is happening, is they're basically segregating the audience too. They're separating them.
So let me ask you guys a question, and I guess this goes. This is about the entire Real Housewives thing, and not just New York, right? But are you, as like watchers, and you guys have been dedicated watchers for like 12 years or however long these shows have been on, are you looking for more inclusivity in this show, or would you rather watch it as like this? This separate thing that just, that's just drama for you to watch. Like all the richness and all the whiteness. And I mean,
So
do you want it to be more relatable, or do you want it to be crazy?
I think it's a moot question when the cat is already out of the bag, where they have made it more diverse and they brought in Ebony. We want to now, once that's happened, we want them to explore that more. Because going back and saying maybe just keep them separate is saying that it almost felt like, and it's been the case for a long time, is like when they're talking New York, we've always been like, are there only rich, wealthy white women in New York?
Yeah.
No, right? And so why haven't they included others in the past? But when they did do that, they brought two women, one as a friend off and the other as a full-time. And they always had the full-time member dealing with all the other white women and adjusting her behavior or her presence to make them feel more comfortable. And then they brought Leah on just to as an ally, which she's not. But they brought she wanted to be the ally, and she's terrible at it. So I would have appreciated seeing bringing on two or three more people of color, women of color, onto the show rather than just one. And that's what Bravo has been doing for the past few years, is like just bring one or two people and claim that they are diverse, but they're not. That's what they did with Dallas. That's what they did with even Beverly Hills.
Yeah. The only reason it works in Beverly Hills is because it's Garcelle. You know Garcelle Bouveau.
No, do I know her?
Yeah. So it's Garcelle, right? But it's like Beverly Hills is a bunch of like wealthy women who are linked to Hollywood in some way.
Yeah.
And
Right,
Garcelle
and she's
established. She is in Hollywood. So it was easy for her to fit in with those women. I think where it gets
even she struggled though.
Yeah.
Even she struggled though.
Yeah, there was still some shit that happened there that was like insane. But it was still a more natural transition because she already knew some of these people for like decades. In New York, the problem is, and in other franchises, the problem is that a lot of these women don't have long-standing relationships. It's literally like, this is your new coworker, now play nice.
Yeah.
In New York, I think like Ebony could have worked in New York if they had an actual ally, like say Carol, who has called out blackface on New York before. She's like telling Bethany, like, you can't say stuff like that about women's vaginas. Also, at the same time, Carol makes a transphobic joke and also a weird
Asian
comment
joke.
about Asians.
Asians,
but like, it's still better than Leah, who is just like the worst person ever. Also, I wish that they kind of I obviously I want Ramona not to be on the show anymore because it wasn't just she was like a racist, she was also like deeply anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
So I don't want her on the show anymore, but I also want people to realize like Ebony is not liberal. Like
Yeah.
Ebony is actually a very conservative woman.
Well,
like
that's the point, right?
Yeah.
So if you bring in just one person, you are putting all the diverse and opinions of all people of color on this one person who
Yeah.
has to then be the representative for that, which is not true. I
Yeah.
mean, even within our communities, we have people who are not necessarily liberal, not can be
that's right.
conservative, and we want all of that to be demonstrated as well. We just don't want one kind of brown person on there either.
Yeah.
There are many different kinds of brown people, and we should be seeing them.
Yeah. So that's where we are with Real Housewives of New York Real. You asked who's on the show, and the answer is there is no more show.
There may be there's no show. There may be 2 shows. There may be no shows. We have no idea. And I, for one, I'm not even looking forward to any more of the Real Housewives of New York. I think they should reformat it to be something completely different. I want to see a Married to Medicine kind of show in New York.
Ooh, Real Married to Medicine is a show you would love.
I doubt that.
No, you would. You know why?
You would love Heavenly.
Yes, you would love this woman named Heavenly. And I think more than anything, you would love Heavenly's husband.
Yes, you would love
Who
Daddy.
she calls Daddy, and he calls her Buddy.
It sounds like such an adorable relationship.
Real. Damon, what's his Kimes, right? Dr. Damon Kimes is a teddy bear. No, Married to Medicine is great, Rahil, because there was a Bengali doctor named Aiden Huck, Bangladeshi doctor.
Bangladeshi, yes.
Yeah, Aiden Huck, and he's married to a black woman named Mariah Huck. And first season, Mariah hosts a party, like a desi party, right? And like she's introducing like Bangladeshi food and stuff. And on the cast is doctors and doctors' wives. So some of the women are actual doctors and some women are doctors' wives. And so there's always like, oh, what's the lifestyle differences between these women and everything. So first season, Mariah hosts this like dinner, and everybody's sitting down and they're eating. And she's like, oh, in Bangladeshi food, like where we eat with our hands, and you have to eat with your right hand because your left hand you use to clean your butt. And she decides to tell everyone this at dinner. She's like, because the left hand, they wash their butt.
She also does a Ramadan dinner.
Yeah, she does an iftar, and then she is not on the show anymore.
That goes completely horribly.
Goes horribly. Anyway, so she's you would like Married to Medicine just because like it's almost a show that maybe should be on VH1, but like not. And that's why it's like if you and they're in Atlanta, like so they're
The other thing that I want Raheel to take a look at is Tinsley Mortimer. I think we are missing Tinsley. You've missed Tinsley because Tinsley comes a couple of years after this.
She comes up next season after this.
I know that name.
Yeah, Tinsley Mortimer. She's like a socialite.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's it for this episode. I don't know if Rahil's going to be back now that Artie's back.
Yeah, I didn't let him talk. I was very aggressive. I was like, no, I'm not going to let him talk. I'm going to talk because he took over everything. Now I'm going to come back.
Absolutely not. I'm being led into the back of the cop car now. They found the sex.
No, seriously, you were so good and you're so funny, and really you should be doing more of these.
Well, you know what the problem is? The problem is these take a lot of it. Like it takes a lot of energy for me to watch this. Like this episode also, I think it's New York. New York really exhausts me every time.
Yeah, you cannot do your laundry and fold your laundry while watching New York. Yeah. You have to pay attention.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, that's it, guys. Say bye.
Bye.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.